Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Hitch and Yeti here once again, and today we're in Wilmington, North Carolina. And I thought today I would do a little vlog of just kind of taking you around town, looking at points of interest, neat things about the town that really don't cost any money to go view or see. Some of it is historic. Some of it is just a little bit of Marvel movie magic. Some of it might be a TV show, famous spot in a TV show that was filmed. And it could be some abandoned things, who knows. And I think something else that's really cool about this town is this is the hometown of arguably the greatest NBA basketball player of all time. And we're gonna go take a look at his childhood home from a distance where he grew up, because there's still someone living there. So that being said, I'm inviting you to come with me today on this little tour of Wilmington, of little points of interest. Let's just have a good time today. A little hot out, but we're gonna power through. We're gonna get this done. So let's rock and roll. So right here on the outskirts of town here in Wilmington, North Carolina, we have this house right here. It sits on Gordon Road. And believe it or not, this right here is the childhood home of basketball great Michael Air Jordan. He used to play basketball in the backyard with his brother Larry. And that's where all his battling and all his competitive nature really come from, was right here at this house. This is like the house of Michael Jordan. This is where he grew up here in Wilmington. And I didn't want to get too close. I'm right here on the edge of the road, but I just wanted to show you this because it's not every day you get to see a house or a homestead of the greatest of something. Like, you know, he is known as the GOAT by very many of his fans. The greatest of all time. That's what the GOAT stands for. And I thought I just want to come by here and just swing by and show you this is where Michael Jordan grew up here in Wilmington before he took off and started his basketball career at the College of North Carolina, University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and then on to greatness, winning 6 championships for the Chicago Bulls. I wonder if he ever dreamed how big his stardom would be or how popular he would be. I mean, he is a worldwide figure now. Everyone around the world knows who Michael Jordan is and just what he has accomplished in his life. And it all started from humble beginnings right here in Wilmington, North Carolina, in this very house that we're looking at. I think that's pretty amazing. Let's go on to another spot. So here is an interesting place. This here supposedly is an old abandoned train trestle from way back in the day. Is right here off of Highway 421 going into Wilmington. So let's take a look at it, shall we? They've not been a train on this track since like 1967, and it's still here. So here's the old train trestle. I've been wanting to come over here and see this. I actually seen this on YouTube a while back. There was somebody that had the channel, it's called The Deets, and they put together like a picture video to tell about it and the location of it. And they went deeper into the woods to get their pictures. I'm here in, you know, it's August right now, you know, the hottest days of summer. There's a lot of wildlife out here. I've already seen 2 snakes just walking down here to the water's edge. So yeah, Hitch and Yeti ain't venturing out into these woods right now. Maybe I can come back some other time and do a different video on it. But there was a guy in the comment section by the name of Andy Riddle, and he seemed like he had a lot of information about this place. He said this is the remnants of the Cape Fear and Yadkin Valley Railroad, which ran from Mount Airy to Wilmington, North Carolina. A portion of the South Sanford was later assumed by the Atlantic Coastline Railroad, which later merged with the Seaboard Air Line Railroad in 1967 to form the Seaboard Coastline. So it's a safe bet to assume these trestles haven't seen a train since 1967. So I think that's pretty cool. This has been here all this time. And I think where, you know, the original creator that put this on YouTube, the Deets channel, I think he said he found it because of Hurricane Florence, which come through the area, I think in 2018, like September 2018, I think was when Florence come through. Well, it did a lot of flooding, and it actually washed out a big section of road here on 421. And I think that's when people, you know, when this here come to light, that, oh, this old train trestle is here. You know, all the railing itself has been taken up, but you have these wooden truss pylons are still left behind. So I just wanted to share that with you. I thought that was kind of neat, little bit of old school history here, or the great town of Wilmington. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Dodging snakes, climbing over these rocks. YouTubing is not easy. I don't care what anybody says. So I crossed the bridge to the other side, and right here's another shot of the train truss before we leave. This one is in much better shape. It still has a lot of the pilings making the bridge formation, which I think would make a really cool video. Maybe this fall I can come back when it's cooler out and things have died off a little bit and there ain't so many snakes and insects out here. So I'm right across from the Riverwalk area in downtown Wilmington, right across the Cape Fear River. And this here kind of might give you a little bit of hint where I'm located at. Look at the size of this propeller. This thing is monstrous. I mean, check that out. Look how tall it is. It's taller than I am. This thing is probably 9 foot tall from tip to the bottom. It is monstrous. So what am I doing over here? Well, I'm going to show you something else to do that costs $0 that you can come look at, marvel at. And that is the USS North Carolina battleship. So it does cost to go on and tour the innards of the battleship, as you see these people up here on the deck. But today, the free part is this SECU Memorial Walkway, dedicated to veterans. I think this has only been open maybe for a year, possibly a year and a half or something. It's fairly new. Last year was the first year I noticed it and come over here and actually walked it. But it is really a nice way to see the battleship and just take in how awesome she is, and learn a little facts about it. So let's walk on around and check it out. So as you see up there on the top of the mast on the battleship, they're still doing quite a bit of work, and they're doing hull repairs, and this is actually phase 2 of the hull repairs. And they've been doing a restoration on this old girl for quite a while now, but they should be finishing up hopefully in the next few months. And here we are, we're at the USS North Carolina, right here in front of us. People up there in the very top of it coming down. Must be some of the workers. It always is a real marvel to come here and look at this ship up close and just look at the guns on that thing. 406mm guns. She had 9 of them. Oh, this is really cool. Right here is the beginning of the Citadel protective armor belt. You can really see where it starts right here beneath the front turret, and then it extends all the way down the side of the ship, down through there. That is really neat. I've never noticed that before. If it wasn't for this game I play from time to time on my computer called World of Warships, I would never even known to look for that. But here I am, right here before the battleship itself, and I can see the protective armor belt for the ship, supposed to protect it against submarine strikes, as far as, you know, torpedoes and other battleships trying to shoot your the waterline of the ship to try to hit your citadel. That's where all your armor casings and things like that would be, at the bottom of these turrets. Here we are at the bow of the ship. Look at those big old anchors. And here we are on the back side of the ship. So every little bit here on the back side, you have these benches set up, these little resting spots. And like the one down there was like the Marines. Right here you have the United States Navy. So everybody's kind of represented. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but I think right up here on the back of the ship, I think somebody's actually having a retirement ceremony at the time. So I thought that was kind of cool to stop and watch them thank this person for their service and everything. And I kind of hated it. It's so hot today. It did get shady right here when they started doing the ceremony. So, oh, God bless them, right? Because it is really hot today. So it's kind of neat to see that. You just never know what you're going to see when you get out in the world and you start filming a YouTube video. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you're an Armed Force veteran and you have served, thank you for your service. Hitchhiking Yeti thanks you very much. So right here we're at the back of the ship, the North Carolina, or do they call this the stern? Or yeah, this is the stern of the ship, is the back of the ship, correct? I think. Well, anywho, this is the back of the USS North Carolina, and right here is kind of the end of the walkway. And then if you look off to the left, you see this boat right here, and this is a ferry boat that will bring you over here to the USS North Carolina. If you're on the Market Street side or Riverwalk area, you can actually get on a ferry and they will ferry you over. You don't have to go get in your car and drive across the big drawbridge over there, the Memorial Bridge, to drive all the way over. You can just pay a small fee, get on that ferry, and it'll bring you over here to the USS North Carolina. So just like that, this will kind of conclude our walkthrough of the Memorial Walkway. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see any wildlife today. I was really hoping to show you some alligators, because there is times you can come out here in the summer and see 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 of them. It just, you never know. But unfortunately today it's so hot, even the gators didn't want to come out. All right, friends, we are at another destination spot of interest here in Wilmington, and this spot here has to do with a TV show that I never watched. I'm gonna be honest with you, I never watched this show. This show ran from 2003 to 2012, and it's all about a bridge. This is the One Tree Hill TV show. This is the bridge that was in the TV show. So I thought I would come over here because some of you might have watched the show, might enjoy the show, and I just thought, hey, it was filmed right here in Wilmington for quite a few years. So this is the Harry Forden Bridge, and this is known as the One Tree Hill Bridge. And I'm guessing in the opening scenes of the TV show they showed this bridge or something. I really ain't sure, but if you come up here to the bridge, it's really cool because a lot of people have been signing, putting little messages on it and things like that. A lot of fans of that show, and it's pretty cool. I love it when people have so much enthusiasm over a television show, because I too have enthusiasm over certain TV shows. So I totally get it. I totally understand this, and that's why I wanted to show it in this video. So this is on 6th Street here in Wilmington, and this is pretty cool. I wonder if this right here used to be like a, what was this? Was this like a train track it went down through here at one time, or was it a waterway? I'm not sure. It's kind of drained and everything. It's hard to tell. There is like a road down through there now, but this looks like an old train crossing bridge. I do know this is a one-way bridge, and that's kind of crazy because when I drove across it a few minutes ago, I noticed these street lights up here, and that's what they mean. If it's red, it's actually the other side's turned to go across this one-lane bridge. I don't know how long it's been since I have seen a one-lane bridge, but the One Tree Hill Bridge is actually a one-lane bridge. And boy, man, there's just a lot of writing. There are so many people has come here and signed the railing. This is just too cool. I'm actually walking across the One Tree Hill Bridge right now. Never watched the show, but there is still a certain excitement that I feel at this very moment. And I brought you here with me today to enjoy in this very moment. How cool is that? Thanks for watching, by the way. I really appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to. Well, that's it. We've seen the One Tree Hill Bridge. It's very easy to find here in Wilmington. You can just Google it and it will take you right here. That's exactly what I did, but it's here on 6th Street in Wilmington, kind of on the north end of town, and it's really easy to find, and you can just walk across the bridge and check it out and be giddy and happy about it. So let's push on, shall we, and see what else we can find around town today. So at this time, I'm down here at the Wilmington Shipyard area. This is where all the big freighters and boats come in with all their cargo, and these big blue towers behind us is what actually unloads the cargo ships. And if you're a fan of Marvel, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and you've kept up with the Avengers and Iron Man and those movies, this right here is actually the final confrontational fight at the end of Iron Man 3. This is where it all happened. So right here, these big blue like crane mechanisms over there, that is where the final fight scenes come to blow between Iron Man and all of his like robotic remote control Iron Man took on Aldrich Killian and his goons. You know, they had those powers where they were really strong and they could like I don't know, they could make things like really hot fast just by touching it. So this is where all that happened. It's been many years. I mean, it's been almost 10 years ago since I watched that movie, but this here is the place where the final confrontation happened. So it is time to eat some dinner here at the Cheesesmith. So I'm in the Cheesesmith at this time to get a little bit of lunch. Give you an idea of some of the items they have here. I think today we're going to try the Buffalo Baby. That is a pulled buffalo chicken, quick pickled carrot, and celery slaw, house-made buttermilk ranch. That'll be really yummy. And then for our side, we're going to go with the Smith fries. That says beer cheese fries topped with pork belly, Smith sauce, and onions, green onions. So let's try it. Ready to see some good stuff? Let's check this out. So here is the buffalo cheese sandwich. Look at that. That looks so delicious, as my wife is already frying it back to show you all the goodness in there. Oh, that is so nice. And then this is the pork belly fries. So we just finished up eating at the Cheesesmith, and as usual, it is always so delicious. It's amazing that they come up with, hey, let's open up a restaurant, let's take one of America's greatest comfort foods, the grilled cheese sandwich, put a little spin on it, throw some barbecue, or you can get like what we had, the buffalo chicken version of this grilled cheese sandwich, and then the fries with the beer cheese and the pork belly on it. And this place is like so popular there, it is always just slam packed to the gill. But if you're ever in the area, especially here in our next destination is the cargo district, I want to show you about that. So when you come to the cargo district, you definitely want to check out either the Cheesesmith or the mess hall, and definitely stay tuned to the channel. If you're not subscribed right now is a good time to go ahead and hit that button, because we have a vlog just about, it's all about the mess hall and their burgers and their tater tots and the creations they have there. So definitely want to stay tuned. So here we have this cargo container with the Shop Local This Way cargo district on it, which is pretty neat, because it's hard to believe that the cargo district is actually made up of containers just like this one, and they have renovated the inside of them and made apartments out of them and then stacked them on top of each other, and people will actually rent these little apartments. And you can actually go on their website online and check them out, and they're actually pretty fancy and snazzy on the inside. So instead of just telling you about it, I'm going to go show you the cargo district, because it's actually right across the street right here. So this ought to be pretty neat. I ain't ever seen anything like this. So right here you can see they have the Starling Whiskey and Wine Bar right here at the beginning of the cargo district. And right down here, Container Park, we have, that's the name of the actual avenue, I guess, or the road that leads in there. But right there they are. Right there is the containers stacked on top of one another. And some of them are like little, like boutique shops, and then the rest of them in there are actually places that people live. So this here is actually called Square 2 Residents and Guests Only, no parking, trespassing, or soliciting. But that kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like in there. As you can see how the apartments are laid out. They have little balconies on them. I mean, check that out. That is so cool. If I was young, living in Wilmington, maybe going to school down here, oh my God, I'd be all over that. That'd be really neat. So if we look back this way down the street here at Container Park Lane, the Cheesesmith is actually that white building there on the end. That's where we got our grilled cheese sandwiches. It was so delicious. And then right over here, one block away, this is the mess hall building. And they actually have really good burgers and tater tots, and they put their own little twist on it, much like the Cheese Smith. It's not just a generic anything. They really put some thought into their dishes, I think, and really make them special. They actually have a beer garden in there, and they have a coffee shop down there on the left that you can actually just drive up and get some coffee, and really good option for food. Once again, right here is some more of the apartments, to give you an idea of what they look like a little bit up close. Greetings from the Cargo District, Wilmington, North Carolina. More shops this way, so we have some more shopping. And my wife definitely wanted me to check out this. They have the cargo doors here on the back side of one of the businesses. Have some seats back here, places that you can come and maybe get some food and come hang out and enjoy yourself a little bit. And this is called Drinks, Wilmington, North Carolina. And right next to Drinks, we have the Crafted Outpost. So you have all kind of little shopping nuggets back here, and to have fun and spend a little money and, you know, buy local. And look at all the shopping they have back here on this backside. This is kind of a first for me. Fried Fruit Art Gallery. Wolf Night Art Vintage Cellar. And right here's their Instagram. Check out that shirt. And then my favorite superhero, Superman. And up on top of these bottom ones, we have some more shops up there, but doesn't really look like much is happening there. They might be vacant or coming soon shops, but maybe the world is starting to recover from everything we're going to, and those shops will be filling up soon and get people back to work. All right, friends, that will pretty much do it for me today. I hope you enjoyed my tour around Wilmington Day, looking at points of interest, getting to see a few little cool things. And yeah, I just wanted to take you around town and show you some neat stuff, and definitely wanted to show you the Cargo District. I think it's really awesome. If you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing. If you like the content today, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, put it down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you, friends, in the next video. Everyone stay safe out there.